Hello, everybody. It's meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you, and a beautiful but windy day today as we are seeing some gusts approach that 40-mile-per-hour range. We'll talk about the winds. We'll talk about our sky conditions as the comet will be out there. And we have a full hunter's moon that is expected for tomorrow. Will we have a chance to see that? Your forecast comes up next. But first, a note from my sponsors at Robert Gibb and Sons. Say, if you're thinking of any commercial project at all, it'd be a great idea to keep Robert Gibb and Sons in mind, because for over 100 years, they have been providing quality service by, quality technicians, and they use only the best equipment. Think Robert Gibb and Sons. Give them a call today and tell them Hutch sent you. All right, let's take a look at what we have going on with regards to our forecast as we head into the next, 24 hours or so. We got some big-time changes coming our way. Storm out in Montana is going to bring some big-time snow for the mountains in Montana as well, and it will bring a chance for some rain for us. Now, I do want to make time to make a quick announcement here, and that is I hope you can tune in and tell a friend. Tune in tomorrow to Hutch's Weather. And if you do happen to miss the live Facebook broadcast, just make sure you head over to hutchesweather.com for the very latest on this. But it is the very first Hutch's Weather Kid. That's right, Hutch's Weather Kid tomorrow. I'll be excited to introduce you to Caden Mosier. He goes to Dilworth, Glendon, Felton. So if you go to DGF, let all your friends know Caden's helping Hutch figure out all this weather, and I'm very excited to do it. It's live from the showroom over there, and we've had a lot of fun. Now, let's take a look at our forecast, and we're going to go over the big changes that we're expecting. Here is Colorado down here and the mountains of Montana, and a cold front is pushing through that's going to bring a chance of some significant moisture wind. And for us, we're ahead of this storm system. So gusty south winds in our neck of the woods continuing to bring the heat back to the area. Now, as we go to the overnight hours, Bozeman, Montana, and points south as you get down into the Beartooth Pass area, south towards West Yellowstone and Yellowstone, a chance for some of that blue stuff returning. That's snow at elevation. So we'll be hearing of and seeing pictures of mountain snow in the mountains of Montana from Harleton south to the West Yellowstone area, and that'll be heading towards the areas in central Montana. For us, another day, another quiet night, and it should be clear if you haven't had a chance to get out and see that comet. It is spectacular, and so many of you shared some views of that. Now, let's take a look at your forecast as this continues on into your Thursday morning. Our wind will stay robust. The showers will stay out to the west as we go through your midday hour. Not much of a change there. And then heading into the evening hours, this is where things get a little bit more interesting out in the western part of the Dakotas. Do you see the reds? Do you see the yellows? That's some heavier rain working its way into western parts of North Dakota. Moisture's badly needed across our entire area, but in particular along that Montana border where extreme drought conditions do persist and have been rearing their head. This is not drought-busting showers, but we will take everything we can get. This extends up into Brandon, Manitoba as we head into the evening hours. So for us, tomorrow night will bring increasing clouds for the hunter's moon, which will be full tomorrow night. So some of us will have a chance at seeing it. The best chance will be in Minnesota to the west. Not as good of a chance. Now let's take a look at what's going on with this system as we let it advance through our area, heading into your Friday. So Thursday night will bring a chance for some showers in the overnight hours in the James River Valley and the Devil's Lake Basin. Yes, we'll take them. That would be very pleasant to have on board as we head into your morning. So there'll be a morning round of showers on Friday. And look at this. This model saying some locally heavy showers will be possible. Still milder temperatures, but a transition day nonetheless on Friday, while the snow will be accumulating in the mountains of the Black Hills. This looks pretty heavy, and this extends all the way down into Colorado, where they too will welcome any precipitation that they can get. So this is heading through Friday, a very good chance of hit and miss showers. Not everyone is going to see significant rainfall, but many of us have a chance at seeing that. So here's a quick look, and but first, let me take a look and see if I have any questions going on, because one of the beauties of Hutch's Weather is I get that opportunity to, answer your questions about the weather. So joining me right now, I appreciate all of you. Thank you much for watching. And I appreciate you very much. Now, thanks, Val. It says something about no stars on this page. So I appreciate your help and support. You can do that by passing along the good word and tagging friends in these posts. Now, let's take a look at what we've seen so far today with regards to the wind speed out there. We're talking about wind speeds here in the Red River Valley that have peaked over 30 miles per hour. This is thanks to my friends at the North Dakota Agricultural Weather Network. So near 40 mile per hour gusts today as forecasts up and down the Red River Valley, a very gusty day. Those gusts have bolstered temperatures up quite a bit here in the valley. And here's a look at your forecast. Overnight into Thursday morning, we'll continue with the gusty winds. 15 to 30 miles per hour and a few gusts higher than that. A few of us will be in the low 40s, particularly in the trees of Minnesota, where that wind will be just a pinch quieter, but not a lot quieter. Otherwise, we'll be near 50 degrees to start that morning out in Grand Forks and in Fargo. Then as we head into your afternoon, I expect Thursday afternoon, big time warm up in the central part of South Dakota. Can you believe that we'll be talking about 80s there with a chance of snow in the Black Hills as we go into Friday? That's right, we just showed you that. Gusts to 43 miles per hour, but a shift in wind direction with this passing system bringing the showers. So Thursday, we'll have those west winds. Look at the contrast, 50s in Glendive, Montana, and we'll have some mid-80s in Pierce, South Dakota. For our neck of the woods, expect 75 in Fargo, 71-degree day in Grand Forks. Fergus Falls will be near 70 degrees. Same thing for Wadena, Bemidji 65, War Road 69 degrees. St. Cloud looking at about 67 degrees and in toward the Twin Cities, warming it back up to around that 70-degree mark there. So that's a look at your Thursday forecast. Here's a look at the extended planner. But first, the showers that begin late Thursday and last into Friday night could bring many areas in the blue areas where the best chance of rain is right now, between a trace and a half of an inch of rain. Some could see locally heavier showers that do persist as we head into the daytime hours on Friday. And this cuts off at Friday at 1. So there will be some more precipitation. So suffice it to say, a few areas could pick up a half inch or more of rainfall. Not all of us, but a few areas could. And that would be very helpful because it has indeed been very dry. So that's a look at that. Now a planning forecast as we look ahead. So Thursday, the gusty winds warm us to the 70s. We'll see temperatures subsiding down into the 60s as we go through the day. So nearly steady and a breezy day, but the winds will be decreasing as we go through the day on Friday as they switch and transition. There'll be a chance for morning showers. There'll be a chance for some afternoon showers. That system cools us off into the 60s for Saturday, but notice the warming trend. Hutch is holding us at 67 on Sunday. It'll be a warmer day with south winds returning. The warmest of the days, I believe, will be on Monday as we threshold or cross the threshold back into the 70s out there again. Spotty showers can't be ruled out, and another system makes its way through that cools us back down with a few lows in the 30s as we head into your midweek day. And I've got unhot weather, a lack of heat, as you will, on your hump day next week on Wednesday. So that's a look at your forecast. Let me see if there's any comments or questions here. But once again, I'd love to remind you, thank you, Leora. I appreciate you are enjoying the weather very much. And again, Lisa saying yes, seconding the fact that we definitely need some rain. And absolutely, Val, that is something that does help out, and sending stars is appreciated. So thank you very, very much. All right, now let's take a look. Once again, I'm inviting you, if you haven't told friends, please tell friends to tune in. Tomorrow will be the very first rendition of Hutch's Weather Kid, thanks to my fine friends at Luther Family Ford. So get on over and check that out. Again, Cade Mosier from Dilworth, Glendon, Felton will be there. And if you would like to sign up to be a Hutch's Weather Kid, here's a couple of things that I'd like you to keep in mind with regards to that. Let me pull up this image here. Okay, so essentially, whoopsies, I'm sorry, I'm clicking too much, and there we go. Okay, there's the image I'm looking for. Okay, so you can be a Hutch's Weather Kid by signing up at Luther Family Ford, and during normal business hours, that's near I-29 and the 32nd Avenue exit, or you can head right on over to hutchesweather.com. So let families know with kids who might be interested in help learning just a little bit more about the weather and helping Hutch do the weather in an awesome setting and a fun setting right there at Luther Family for it. Here is a look at hutchesweather.com. So one thing I want to point out here is today we have the red flag warning, the gusty winds, the dry vegetation, the low humidity, all causing perfect conditions for fire weather. So we have critical fire weather conditions continuing into the night. Just don't burn. We saw tragedy in the Western Dakotas the last round of gusty winds that we had, and we certainly don't need any repeat performances of that as we all await the chance for some rain. Make sure you let Hutch know on hutchesweather.com and allow this to follow your location so it can get you the latest forecast information. And you can sign up for email alerts from me. I don't abuse it. It's just weather and it's just us. I don't sell your information. Fall colors report from the Minnesota DNR as well as my sponsors here. But down at the lower part of the page here is where you're going to find the Weather Kid button. This will be where you can go to see the videos. This will also be where you can go to sign up today. So if you've got someone who wants to help Hutch do the weather, I'd appreciate having you. Head on over to hutchesweather.com and sign up today. And again, a look at some of your photos. You could just click on the button right here and that'll take you to the photo upload section. So we've had the comet out there. Your photos have been amazing from this big event taking place in our area. And not only that, that moon has been spectacular as well. And it will be even more spectacular tonight. Here's Julia's view from the Detroit Lakes area. What an awesome photo. Thank you for sharing with all of us here on Hutch's Weather. Now a look from Clearbrook at this incredible site here. Gene captured not only the comet. Do you see the tail there? Now, I have had a few pictures, people asking, I'm seeing these streaks. Is this the tail? What you're looking at here, this is the comet with the tail, and that's visible by the naked eye. It helps if you have a little bit of a delay on your camera and allow that exposure to go for a few seconds at least. That's the comet tail. This is not the comet tail, but Gene captured something else. That's right. That's a satellite train. So SpaceX launching satellites out there, and this is a train of satellites. So in the same image, you got the comet and you got, well, SpaceX the other night. Gene, what an amazing sight that must have been. Now, one way you can tell the difference between clouds and the comet tail is sometimes the color, because color of those high thin clouds is typically bright white like this comet tail here. So it can be a little bit confusing. But as the sun sets on the day, you notice these lower, darker clouds down here have a little bit different color. So just to let you know, some of the fantastic and fun photos that you've sent me were indeed contrails or high cirrus clouds that people were looking at. And Gene, thanks for uploading your photo. And again, you can check out more on hutchesweather.com. For now, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. And again, I would remind you to please follow me here on Facebook. It sure does help as I continue to experience incredible growth, 55,000 plus followers, and I couldn't have done it without any of you. Now, Hutch's Weather on YouTube, you can pound the subscribe button there because that helps me out a great deal as well. And on YouTube, I did just post a video of what's going on out there as we take a look at Colorado and Montana and the storm system that is heading there to, well, bring some winter-like weather back to those areas. So there's definitely a chance for some snow in those areas, and because of that, we're looking at that chance of snow. I'm going to go ahead and share the link to that video because it's still pertinent right now, and that'll be in the comments section here of our broadcast on Facebook. So head on over to the Facebook page. I'm dropping that comment in right now as we speak. I'm just trying to grab that information for you. So look in the comments for that. But until next time, have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk again at 9 when we look a little bit more in detail about some of this rain heading our way with new model data.